Awesome. Okay, well, here we go. Welcome, you guys. And for our class tonight, just save all of your questions towards the end. If you're catching the replay, just pop them in the chat and we will get to them. It's hard to kind of pop in and out of it. If it's super pressing, you can unmute yourself and interrupt me. But if it can wait, just wait till the end and I will open it up and I'll answer as many questions as I can. And again, if you don't want to forget it, write it down or just pop it into our chat and I will get to that. Okay, so sorry, I'm getting all my screens all closed so I can see you guys. Okay, so this is Essential Skincare. We have 3 more classes. The topics the next 3 weeks will be stress, sleep, and emotions. Then we have women's health, and then we have essential oils and pain, and that will be our last one in the series. And those of you who are catching all of the every one of them and you're hoping to get one of our amazing handmade bags from Bali, just make sure you write down all of those keywords. And then I'm going to give you guys a bit.ly link if you don't have that yet. And what you do is you keep that bit.ly link. You're going to write it down or take a screenshot of it and you're going to just save it. And then once you have attended all 8 classes, at that point, then you're going to go into that bit.ly link. You'll click it. It will direct you to a form, a Google form, and you're going to enter all of those 8 keywords from these 8 classes. And then from there, we'll sort out who you're enrolled with and so on and so forth, and make sure you get your bag for attending all 8 classes. And that is so important. And we so believe in continuing education, and we want every one of our customers, our business partners, to feel completely confident in using their oils and all the supplements and all the different things, the different products that doTERRA has really well. And so that's why we created this whole educational series, to make sure that you guys have everything you need so you feel confident in, changing your lifestyle and making these big changes to live a more natural lifestyle. So anyways, I'm Gracie Hammer. I'm sure most of you, I recognize most of your names on here. But if you don't know me, I've been building doTERRA for almost 6 years. I am a functional nutritional therapy practitioner. It's a mouthful. But I teach people how to basically balance the foundations of their health and well-being. And that's through diet change. That's through detoxing their homes and the products that they use and really getting to the root cause of what is going on in their body. And I have integrated doTERRA into my whole practice. And I love everything that doTERRA stands for. I love all of their oils. They are so medicinal and have really just worked wonders with my clients in their life and my family. We have been using doTERRA's essential oil since my kids were young. And we thankfully have not had to intervene with over-the-counter drugs or prescription medications with them. We've used doTERRA's essential oils for all of our, colds and flus and all the things. And so I love this company, and I love the purity and the therapeutic qualities that they have for all of that standard that they have for all of their products. So tonight specifically, we're talking about skincare, which every one of us can benefit from, whether we are young or old. I live up in the mountains in Mammoth Lakes, California, and it's 82,000 feet elevation. And so we are the sun is pretty strong here, to say the least. And so sun exposure and just that whole being outside in the sun and inflammation from the sun is something that we've talked about quite a bit. And so covering up rather than using loads of sunscreen, it's a topic here because we live in harsh conditions and the sun is really intense. And so there are so many people too that have growing up here and living here for many, many years who have experienced lots of skin conditions from living in the harsh sun. And so we're going to kind of go through some of that, but I love this topic specifically because it really does affect all of us. And one of the main things as a practitioner that I really want you guys to understand is that really our skin is the last sign. So if your skin is breaking out or you're having these horrible rashes or whatever, there is some type of a symptom on your skin, that is a sign that there is something going on inside. And so our skin tells us, it tells us a lot actually. And it really helps us pinpoint what different areas in our body that we need to be supporting. So, going back to, I want these two questions right here, understanding your skin specifically. What are some things that you love about your skin? And I honestly, I want you guys to think about this. Whether you're a man or a female or a young kid, whatever, what do you love about your skin? What are the things? Your freckles, maybe your dimples, your soft skin, maybe it's your rough skin. What is it? What are the things that you love about your skin? Okay, I want you to think about it. This is an important question. It's kind of a funny question though. And then what are some things that you want to improve? What are the areas that drive you crazy? What are they? You know, that is something that we really need to think about. And, you know, our skin is the largest organ in the body. And so it's literally like a sponge to anything that comes in contact with it, right? So any product that you put on your skin, lotion, essential oils, perfume, hand soap, anything you put on your skin literally is absorbing into your body. And so like a sponge, it just goes right into your pores, into your lymphatic system, and it gets into your whole bloodstream. And so your skin really is one of the areas that we see the most toxic overload, and we see the most absorption of toxins. And so really considering the things that you daily are putting on your skin is going to be really helpful for long-term health and well-being. And so if you have had a hard time maybe switching out some of your beauty products like your lotion or maybe your shampoos and conditioners, I highly recommend that you turn that label over and you go to ewg.org. Maybe Melissa, you could pop that in the chat, ewg.org, and look up what those ingredients are and how toxic or maybe non-toxic they are to your body. Now, we really strive for just things to be at a 1 on that scale. It's 1 to 10. 10 being the most toxic. And it breaks down you can break down each ingredient. Sometimes you can look up like a brand or a specific brand, or you could look up shampoo would be a good search word. And it would bring up a whole bunch of shampoos. And you could see like, yeah, I use that shampoo all the time. Wow, that shampoo is an 8. And you can look at the specific ingredients, and then you can see from there, or the lotion, whatever it is, right? You can see from there what each one of those ingredients causes and does to your body, how it disrupts your body. And so it is really important, you guys, to become aware of all of the things. You know, we're constantly trying to eat clean, but if we're eating clean and we're putting tons and tons of toxins on our body, our systems, our filter systems, our kidneys, our liver, our skin, everything's getting overloaded. And so it puts our whole body in a place of imbalance. And that's where we start to see dysfunction, which leads to disease. And so those are things that when we are talking about your skin and what it looks like, or what the things that you want to change, those are some areas that it's really important to consider within this. So maybe, So maybe I'm going to go through a handful of specific symptoms that people do experience that they commonly are wanting to change. And I would say that redness for sure is one that people are like, my skin, I get red, blotchy skin all over. What do I do for that? What do I use on my skin for these specific things? And so some ideas for you guys for this are Yarrow Pom. Yarrow Pom is such an amazing oil, you guys. It's so soothing and so calming and healing to the skin. And you can literally just drop it on your skin. This is an oil I recommend very frequently to people who have any type of dermatitis on their hands, any type of rashes, maybe that are really irritated and itchy or hurting. You can apply the Yarrow Pom directly onto it. And I have actually worked with a lot of people who work in restaurants and have to wash their hands a ton. And especially through this whole pandemic, people are washing their hands and using hand sanitizer like crazy. So it's stripping that natural bacteria field off. And so what happens is our hands start to get cracked and they start to lose just that just the softness. And so Yarrow Pom on a regular basis is going to help to kind of replenish that and really protect your hands. And it kind of acts, you guys, as like invisible gloves. And it's really interesting. A lot of people like to do like a Yarrow Pom hand comparison. And so they'll use Yarrow Pom on one hand and not on the other for a week. And you'll see a dramatic difference in just how your skin looks and how moisturized it looks. Correct-X is another wonderful oil, especially for just the little owies on the skin. And if we're talking about redness, it can be, redness from, and on your face, you guys. Chapped lips, that would be considered redness, right? Correct-X, frankincense and helichrysum are also great oils to apply just topically. But I do love the Correct-X because it kind of acts similar to, I don't know if you guys grew up with parents who used Neosporin on everything. My mom used Neosporin on everything. The problem with Neosporin that we know now is that the ingredients are super toxic. It's filled with petrochemicals that are so toxic to our body. And so Correct-X is definitely that. I carry this in my purse for my lips, for any owies that my kids get. If I had a cactus, I had a little, a cactus spur in my thumb last week and it totally got infected. And I was using Correct-X on it after I realized what was going on and it healed up really, really quickly. So another way of, just supporting the body in those specific just inflammation and just, the redness is caused from some type of inflammation. So frankincense is really going to get to kind of the root cause of what's going on in that specific spot and help to bring some healing and some relief to it. And then helichrysum too, specifically, is like a liquid Band-Aid. This stuff is amazing. Absolutely amazing. We use helichrysum in our house quite a bit. My husband, God bless his soul, but he and all three of our kids all get horrible nosebleeds all the time. It's like this chronic issue, and we've been trying to problem solve it with, different supplements and different nutrients and whatnot. And we're kind of figuring it out a little bit, but helichrysum on the bridge of the nose for bloody nose is fantastic. So you're welcome for that. And I can't remember though, if we have any convention kits left, but if we do, doTERRA did come out with a frankincense touch, and it's only in the convention kit right now. So that is, and it should be released later on, but that is a fantastic oil to use. And you can also take this helichrysum oil or this 5 milliliter bottle, because helichrysum is it's a little spendy. It's a very precious oil. And so if you do want to stretch it out a little bit, you could put it in a roller with some fractionated coconut oil and create your own roller. So, okay, moving on to scars. Oh my gosh. You guys, this summer we were all camping, and we were camping along this river, and my kids had been floating it. And it was like, not like a super big river. So there was lots of like down trees and sticks and stuff, and they would have to navigate through them. Well, long story short, one of the kids, their floaty went way down the river. So I had to go find it. So I finally found it, and it was in this kind of sketchy area. And I was walking on this log across the river to get it where it was like stuck. And my leg slipped in because the log was super slippery. And I sliced my leg open in 2 spots really deep. And so I was so bummed because it's right on my thigh. So it's like, if I wear shorts, you can see it like perfectly. It like outlines it. And I was super bummed. But I have been documenting it. So if you follow me at Beautiful and Clean Living on Instagram, I'm going to put a whole stories together in probably a couple weeks with my healing of that scar. But I was seriously thinking I was going to have at least like a good 5-6 inch scar because it was really deep and really bad. And it's totally going away. So I attribute that to these oils specifically, and I'll add another one in here. But geranium, frankincense, Yarrow Pom, and neroli are all amazing for scar healing. The other one that I want to add in here is Immortelle. And Immortelle is a blend of frankincense. It has a couple of these oils in it, and that's also another wonderful oil that you can just roll on multiple times daily to that scar. So, scars do usually fade over time, but it does take a long time. And a lot of times there is still some appearance. So if you do have scars, my daughter split her head open actually at Season's house when they were like super little kids. And we have been just putting stuff on her scar that was on the middle of her forehead. Poor thing. And it's so much better. It's so much thinner. And so if you have even old scars, you can start to do this protocol on your scars. And so what you'd want to do is just use geranium, like a wipe of geranium, a wipe of, or just like use your finger and kind of smear it over the scar of yarrow pom, a couple drops of that, frankincense touch, or even just the frankincense itself, and then the neroli. In fact, all of our florals, neroli is one of our florals, are very high in regenerative properties. So they have constituents that help the skin and the body to heal really quickly and well. And lavender is also another one of those, or magnolia. And so a lot of our all of our floral oils have high constituents that help the skin to heal well. If you do have common breakouts, which happens, it happens to teenagers, it happens just if your skin is dirty and you don't wash your skin that much. It's just, and it can be associated for sure with food sensitivities to hormone changes or imbalances, or just, again, dirty skin. So tea tree, HD clear, and then the rose touch all will help with that. But then also we're thinking about what we're eating and things that, if you're eating a really, we call it the SAD diet, the standard American diet. If you have a standard American diet, then you probably deal with breakouts. Maybe it's on your back. Maybe you have adult acne on your back or on your chest. Those are definitely areas that I have seen some of my clients work through. And another thing is just to make sure you're drinking enough water, letting the body detox. But as you're doing that, make sure you're cleansing your skin, but you don't want to over cleanse. So taking showers every single day is going to strip your skin. Try and do it every other. So there's a balance of washing too much and a balance of washing too little. So just know if you're playing in the dirt, then take a shower. This is like the conversation I'm having with my boys who they skateboard for hours on hours and they come home just like total dirt balls. And my daughter as well. She's probably dirtier than the other, but she plays in the dirt outside and it's super fine. Anyways, so we're working through like just little, child acne just because the skin needs to be cleaned. So anyways, these are TMI, I guess. But these are just different personal experiences I have had, and just making sure you cleanse the skin and then you apply that tea tree oil and or the HD clear onto the skin and the rose on top of that. You can also layer these. That's a great way to use them and get all of the properties from these incredible oils. Okay, sunspots, brown spots. Brown spots are definitely caused by sun exposure, aging. It can be caused by hormone pigmentation and also different autoimmune diseases. So we do see that for sure. But frankincense, lavender, sandalwood, and black spruce are all wonderful oils that will help with these specific sunspots. And then also practically just making sure that you wear a hat if you go outside and you do have sunspots on your face and you're wanting to get rid of them. You can apply these 4 oils and you can even make a roller of them. That's another great way to, use these specific oils all together, is to create your own roller, and then top it off with a little fractionated coconut oil and then roll on those spots multiple times a day, just to, again, be consistent with helping the body heal. Okay, aging skin. I guess we all have that because we're all aging, right? But those fine lines, the wrinkles, the skin that starts to feel a little loose that no one likes. I don't care what age you're at, no one likes the aging process, right? So the goal is to age more gracefully using natural products to support this process. And that is 100% true. And again, what we put into our bodies and how we nourish our bodies is really going to be, the outward appearance we will see. So if you're eating a lot of processed foods and you're putting a lot of toxins into your body and onto your skin, then you're going to start to see things deteriorate inside and out. And so this is a great, if you're feeling, these symptoms that we have, like of our hair falling out or our nails being brittle or our skin breaking out, these are all signs that the body needs something that it's not getting. And it's not, we have adopted this idea that it's okay to be in pain and inflammation and have horrible symptoms and just live through it. And I mean, that as a practitioner, that's one of the exciting things about my work, is that I get to help people feel well, and to feel not just well, but vibrant again. And that is something that doTERRA has just dramatically changed for so many people. So they start to feel vibrant again because they're starting to make this lifestyle change. And so I don't know, I think that all of that is just so important to think about, that if you have a symptom, let's get to the root cause of what's going on. And our oils do that. And that's why I'm sure most of you guys are here. So we have frankincense, immortelle, neroli, and myrrh for just to support the aging process of our skin. And you guys can apply these topically onto those areas that you are concerned about. I love to use 1 to 2 drops of frankincense and 1 drop of myrrh. And then I'll rub those on my hand and just rub it all over my face morning and night. I love it. My skin feels amazing from that. And then I use immortelle as needed. Sometimes I use immortelle like morning and night. And then sometimes I won't use it for a couple weeks and I'll forget about it, and then I'll want to start using it again. So sometimes we need to allow our body to tell us what we need. And I use neroli. Neroli is like my mood balancing oil for everything. I love this oil so much. So anyways, these are some oils that you guys can use specifically if you're starting to feel like your skin is just not as perky and perfect as it used to be. Okay, so then talking about just that our beauty is, you know, it starts on the inside, right? And if we're nourishing what's inside and we're making sure that that foundation of our health and our well-being is that we're eating clean and we're taking really high quality supplements, then we're going to see our skin start to even out and our hormones to even out and all of that, and those symptoms that we've been experiencing to even out. So our skin definitely mirrors what is going on in our digestive tract, in our liver, in our kidneys, all of it. And so if we're sabotaging our diet and we're eating, you know, that in that sad diet, or maybe we're splurging more. I know that during this whole quarantine time, I myself I feel guilty about like some of the things. I've been splurging more on some of the foods. Like I usually don't eat processed foods, but I've had them more often just because they've been more around. And so, but we realized right away, like, oh, I don't feel that great with that. So I'm going to make sure I stop to eat that, and just having that good balance, right? I'm more of like the 80-20. Like it's okay not to be perfect, because it's like to live perfectly in that way and have that stress is not healthy either. So I like the 80-20 rule. And I think that most people are more successful in that. So anyways, Lifelong Vitality is wonderful. It really has just the potent levels of all of the nutrients that we really need. It's a very bioavailable multivitamin, and these 3 vitamins actually go all together, and they're meant to be taken all together. And so what you would want to do is take 2 of each of these morning and 2 of each of them at night with your meals. Now, if you are someone who eats, you don't eat breakfast, maybe you're intermittent fasting, then take it with your lunch and your dinner. Just split them up if you can. That's the best way to support your body in digesting and being able to really break down all of the food nutrients in these. But this is going to help with that the root cause of all of these things that are going on. If our body doesn't have energy, doesn't have nutrients, isn't being fed properly, isn't breaking down our nutrients properly and absorbing things, then we're going to see all of these areas out of, in dysfunction. And so eating well is so important, and supplementing well is very, very important. So this Lifelong Vitality, I cannot say enough about it. Okay, and then another one that we can do just for an additional internal support is you can take the Yarrow Palm supplement, which is awesome. This is kind of a newer product to us, and it has high vitamin C in it, which really is essential to helping the body to produce and create collagen. And that's what keeps our skin looking firm and pretty and beautiful. We also have grapeseed oil, and the grapeseed oil acts more as a lipid for that vitamin C to be bioavailable, so our body absorbs it really quickly and is able to use it. It enhances just that glowing skin look. Now, moving on to another supplement that is really important that I talk so much about, and I'm sure you guys have all heard me talk about it, is Terrazyme. It is one of my favorite supplements that doTERRA has made. And Why? Because it supports the digestive tract, our whole GI tract. And it has so many different digestive enzymes that help us to break down all the different foods that we're eating. And it's also, and that's, I guess that's the most important part, is it's helping us. You could be eating the cleanest diet, but if your digestion is a disaster and you're not able to break down things, you don't have proper hydrochloric acid, you don't have those optimal acidity levels to break down the nutrients and start the whole reaction of digestion, then you're not digesting anything. It's just all going out of you. And so that's like where we see in nutritional therapy, one of the biggest things that I focus on first is digestion. And from there, I usually see my clients, all these symptoms that they have struggled with for years, even disease, start to go away, because we're simply just getting the digestion back in order. And that means eating in a calm state and taking digestive enzymes to help with that whole process, taking good supplements like Lifelong Vitality, and doing these basic things. And from there, the body gets back into balance. Okay, so PB Assist is our pre and our probiotic. This is going to help to just balance the healthy gut bacteria, the whole bacteria field throughout our whole GI tract. The prebiotic actually acts kind of as a fertilizer to our whole system and our whole GI tract. And then the probiotic comes in, and it's the healthy bacteria that helps us to break down things, helps to keep our immune system strong and fight off disease and viruses and bacteria and all the things, and also helps to break down food properly. So another thing is just drinking lots of water, drinking half your body weight in ounces daily. And if you're wanting to do gentle detox, you can add lemon or grapefruit or our Zendocrine complex, or even the Slim and Sassy blend. Those are all wonderful oils that just gently detox the body. And if you are someone who just doesn't love drinking water, then add a couple drops of one of these oils, and that might help you to increase how much water that you're drinking daily. Because I do have a lot of clients who deal with that. They don't drink enough water because they don't like the taste of water. And so taking it a step further is looking into investing in some type of a water filtration. A lot of times people don't like the taste of water because it's actually toxic. And so that's your body probably giving some resistance because it's like, there's something in this water. And so a Berkey filter is a wonderful filtration system, or some type of filtration system that helps to filter out just all of the things that are in our water. And that will help your skin as well. Okay, so moving on, we have 3 different skincare kind of bundles, or I want to say our skincare line. And I know so many people just love to have like their system. I like to have my wash, my toner, and then my moisturizer, and then my lotion. Like, they love to have their things. I would say Virage is personally my favorite. It's something that I have used for many years. And this is really an exclusive system of just natural skincare that is really clean, and it's going to help to reduce the signs of aging. And Virage really promotes just the lipid balance, and that will help, again, with collagen production and just keeping your skin looking healthy and vibrant. And so each one of our products each one of these also has specific essential oils in it, and then just specific nutrients needed to support our skin to be vibrant. And then we have the HD Clear. HD Clear is for those people who have really problematic skin. Maybe you have a teenager, or maybe you yourself have adult acne. This is going to help to really get to the root cause of what's going on in your skin. And again, I always recommend going to Lifelong Vitality too. If you have problematic skin, start taking Lifelong Vitality, start taking the Terrazyme with it daily, and you're going to see your skin start to clear up. And sometimes people actually have a reaction to taking vitamins and starting all of these things because your body is purging. It's getting rid of toxins. And so that's what's happening when our skin is being eruptive. It is because there's toxins, there's stuff that needs to come out. And so that's okay. That's why washing your face is a good thing, because it's getting all of that out, but then really supporting the healing of that. And HD Clear is, so you get the oil blend, you have the lotion, and you also have the foaming cleanser that is pretty rad. Okay, and then we have, lastly, we have this is the, I forget what it's called. Is it the anti-aging? I don't know why. I guess they're all kind of anti-aging. Anyways, I have to tell you, I am obsessed. I don't know if you guys can see this one right here, the anti-aging moisturizer. It's like the long skinny tube. For some reason, I ordered like 5 of them in one of my orders a couple of months ago. And I don't know what happened, but anyways, I have been using it as my hand cream. I've been leaving it upstairs in our kitchen, and I'm like obsessed with it now. So I've been using it as my hand cream for a couple weeks, and I'm loving it. It's been awesome. But this is a whole nother, let me open this up a little bit so I can see it. Okay, so you have, I'm sorry, I can't really see, my thing is like kind of funky. Anyways, you guys get the, you get the gist of this. This is a fantastic line. And this is just one whole anti-aging bundle that you guys can actually purchase, most of it together, and then you can hand select each one if you choose to just try all the different ones. But I love this. And I also love the cleanser in here is really great. And there's also a, what is it? It's the scrub. The scrub feels amazing. And then of course the eye roller. I love that. You can actually keep the eye roller, the pencil you see right there. That is actually wonderful if you keep it in the fridge. It keeps it cold. So in the mornings, if you do get bags under your eye, you can just roll it around your eyes and it feels so wonderful. So this specific line has a bunch of vitamin A, C, D, and E, and then it has vegetable extracts, black cumin seed, and then it has peptides, which are really regenerating to the skin and really healing as well. Summer snowflake, which is an herb, milk peptides complex as well. So there's a whole bunch of like really awesome nutrients for the skin in this whole line. So love this as well. And I also love that you can like pick like 1 or 2 of these. Like if you're like a toner person and you love just the toner, then you can use the toner. That's totally fine. And you can use like the Virage face serum, which is incredible. Okay, so moving on a little bit, you guys, let's talk about loyalty rewards. Those of you who are brand new, the loyalty rewards, we also call our LRP program, is kind of like a frequent flyer mile. So if you spend 1 PV each month, you're able to keep that card open. You choose a date that your order is going to ship, and then you get an email from doTERRA 2 days prior, and they remind you to edit this order. So to keep this cart open, it's kind of like a little bank, a points bank with doTERRA. You just have to spend 1 PV each month, and that allows you to just, accrue points. Now, if you spend 50 PV or more, do you see the bottom? There's 5 boxes. The first box says months 1 through 3, you earn 10% back. Months 4 through 6, you earn 15% back. Months 7 through 9, you earn 20% back. All the way up to 13 months, you're earning 30% back off of every single order. So what's so cool about this, you guys, is if you're just spending 50 PV, so let's just say you are someone who you are wanting to integrate all of doTERRA's products into your life, but you're totally on a budget. I get it. I was there. That's how I started. And what I did is I actually started doing the 125 PV because I got the free product of the month. But what was so cool for me is that with the LRP program, I was able to save up points for oils that I just never had the extra money for, because I was buying these other oils for my kids and for just the different things that we were working through then. And so this program is so generous. So if you are spending at least 50 PV each month, you're going to get 30% back. 100 PV allows you to be eligible to make commissions. So if you're considering sharing oils with your friends and family or building a business with us, then you have to spend 100 PV each month and you'll get paid, you'll earn commissions. 125 PV each month between the 1st and the 15th allows you to get the free product of the month. And so the free product of the month a lot of times is limited time only products, oils that we don't have access to on a regular basis just because we don't have enough supply of them. So it can be really special oils, and it's always something rad. This is how I originally built my whole collection, was from spending 125 PV each month. I knew that this was just important to have plant medicine in our family, and I wanted the free oil of the month. So that's what I did. And so now every order I place, I get 30% back. And then you also get your shipping back in rewards as well. So for me, where I live, it's $7 to ship. So I get 7 points back into my cart for shipping. So shipping becomes essentially free. Okay, so for those of you who are loving just the suggestion of a wellness box, here is a wellness box that you guys can consider. Woo! And this is, so you have the Lifelong Vitality, the Terrazyme, the PV Assist, and this is going to get you to 150 PV, but it will be $200. So if you're considering like, okay, I'm not sure what to do, and of course we're past the product of the month because we're past the 15th, but that's okay. If you're considering, wanting to put something together specifically for your skincare support, and obviously there's like so many other areas of your health that are being benefited from this specifically. Okay, so then our October specials, our clove was our product of the month, but this month is a 200 PV promo, you guys. It's the best ever. We get 15% off of Rose Touch, and if you do spend 200 PV, you can break it up into multiple orders if you do have, maybe if you're stocking up for the holidays or whatnot, it's a good month to do it. So you spend 200 PV, you get Digestin soft gels, which is another one of my favorite supplements. You get the Tamer blend, you get the Calmer blend, which are both wonderful for supporting digestion as well as calming emotions. I love to use these on my kids, and they're very safe for even young children. And then peppermint, free. So you get all of that free when you place a 200 PV order. So it's worth it to think twice about how much you're going to spend this month, and maybe consider holiday gifts, because this is a fantastic deal. And then we have a really new program, you guys. I'm going to kind of go into just this new program that doTERRA created for us, and created for new customers too. I have to get a sip of water. Everyone grab a sip of water. Okay, so the 90-day wellness tracks. These are genius, and I'm so excited about these. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so created for new and current customers. And really, this is for, the new people coming into doTERRA, and maybe you have some people all of you guys have been exposed. That's why you're here. I'm pretty certain that none of you are brand new to doTERRA. Because if you were brand new to doTERRA, well, I'm sure you're all enrolled, is my point. You've all set up your first order, right? Okay, but for new people coming into doTERRA, it can really, and you guys even who have been in doTERRA, you've had an account with us for a long time. It can be kind of overwhelming, right? There's like a ton of products. There's all these different oils that do all these different things. And maybe you have a specific pain point. Now, we know right now, a lot of people, like the main topics are building and boosting our immune system, right? That's kind of constant, especially as we kind of come into the cold and flu season. Maybe you have pain. Chronic pain is a big one, right? Lots of pain. People have different diseases that have chronic pain or whatnot. And then emotional issues, anxiety, stress, right? So a lot of times people have all of these, like they need help with all three of these, and they're just not sure where to start. And if you're like, we've all been there. Like I have all three of these. Like I'm working on all three of these right now. That's okay. So what I love though about this is it really helps to target like the specific pain point that person is in, or all three. And the price point is so good. So the 90-day program, basically it drips out each month, and you can opt into each one of these programs. So whether it's the immunity, the relief, the mind, the mood. And what it does is each month it sends you a new bundle or a new kit. So if you're in the immunity track, you're going to get three different kits. So one, the first month, the second one, it will be different. And then the third one will be different. So what's cool is it teaches people how to use, you know, the array of products and essential oils that we have for that specific pain point that they're working through. So it really makes it easy for new customers and those of us who have been kind of like a little, you know, unsure of what to use. So you innately will just know what you need and you'll be able to select that targeted area. And maybe you want to go through both areas. And maybe you and your husband or you and one of your kids are going through this. So you could actually opt into 2 immunity tracks and 1 relief track. So what's cool is you get to like make it totally work for you and what your needs and your family are. So each month you'll receive that targeted wellness delivered to your door, which is so rad. So what I love about this is and as you've seen, and through our continuing education, it's not about a one-time fix. It's really about creating these lifelong lasting routines that help us to feel well and vibrant. And so the 3 different kits specifically, the immunity kit is going to help just strengthen and just boost and help that immune response. The relief is going to help with soothing and supporting and comforting your body. And then the mind and mood is going to help with just your emotions in general, and especially you guys, just stress and the anxiety. And I know so many of us have been struggling with this, especially the last 6 months. It's been heavy. The last 6 months have been so heavy for all of us. And so really acknowledging those feelings, and it's going to help to just bring balance and center us and really adapt to just where we're at right now, right? In a healthy way though. So what you'll love about the program is again, if you're feeling confused about which oils to use, we've kind of like doTERRA set it up so you're going to be able to solve that specific problem. If you are someone who forgets to change your LRP each month, which it totally happens, you can literally, once you opt in, you're in, and you don't have to change it for another 3 months, and you're going to get a notification. And if you're wanting to opt in, like your teenage daughter, into maybe the immunity because she's going off to high school and she's going to be in person in school or whatever the circumstances are, you can opt her into that. Or your college kids, you can opt them into one of these specific areas, and each month it's going to send them that different kit. There's tons of extra savings. And then what's also cool is if you like to try new things, there's all these limited time products that doTERRA is not going to carry on a regular basis. So later on next year, they're going to actually open up other topics and other tracks is what we're calling them. So a track would be the immunity track or the mind and mood track. So we are going to have other tracks that start to open up, which will be really fun to see, like a digestion track and some other topics. So, but moving on, if you're not sure what you need to add next to what your LRP order, it's already figured out for you. They're going to send you the next thing. So you're getting exposed to more of our products. And what I love is that there is a detailed protocol on, so this is the relief kit right here. So if you actually open this relief kit up, you guys all doing good? Everyone's good? Okay, we're getting close. There's a full protocol on here, you guys. How cool is that? So not only do you know exactly how much you're supposed to use and when you're supposed to use it, you know what's in it, you know what it's good for, and it like makes it so easy. So I love these, you guys. If you are someone who is just like, yes, I have been in pain and I'm trying to figure out what to use, what not to use, opt into this and give it 3 months and see what you get and see how your body changes and see the feeling and the relief that you get. So I love that. And it's only $75 a month. So that is pretty incredible for what you're getting. And not only do you get that for $75, they add on, once you're opting in, you'll see this, you have all these options to add all of these other, like a handful of other supplements, and you get 20% off of each one of those. So it allows you to get specific products for that specific track way less expensive than if you were to just go onto doTERRA's site and load your cart up. So you save money. And again, what you're going to get out of this is you're going to get a simple routine that helps you to make these simple swaps and be consistent and see some change. And consistency is everything with oils. Using them just spur of the moment to fix this or that is great, but you're going to see a huge relief from just chronic issues if you're using them in a more consistently. Okay, so the first kit here is just a little brief. You guys can see this. Month 1, month 2, month 3. How cool is this? Okay. So you're not getting all of the same products, you're getting different products. And then each month, so if month 2, you're like, oh my gosh, I need more On Guard, you can add On Guard to that second month. You can go in and add that. Isn't that awesome? So you can add on if you need them the following month. And you're accruing points off of all of this. You're getting your shipping back. So doTERRA is very generous with giving us back. This is our relief track, month 1, month 2, and month 3. And then this is our mind and mood, month 1, month 2, and month 3. So each one you get just special, unique, limited time, only sizes and different. You get the bag, the reusable bag. I love that. So this is something that is really fun and just definitely, I definitely encourage you guys to opt in at least to one of these. And if you have a household of people, opt in to maybe a couple different and check it out. So, all right, guys. So there is all of that. Now, here is our secret password for today. Okay. So just take a screenshot of this, use the bit.ly link, and then once you have attended all of our classes, fill out that and you'll get your free bag. Okay, so as I leave you guys, there's 3 people that come to our classes, and really most of us are all 3 of them. Maybe you're not building yet, but you probably will, because this business is amazing. But a lot of you have just come because you want to live a cleaner, healthier, more natural lifestyle. And we have so much education for you. Obviously, you're opted into our continuing ed. doTERRA's website is just packed full of information and continuing education. You can literally look up anything and everything and just spend hours educating yourself on all of our different products, what they do, why they do what they do. And so there is just such a wonderful database of information. And then there are those of you who, you naturally are wanting to share with everybody. You can't keep your mouth shut about the oils. And I'm pretty sure everyone here does that already, right? Like you use lavender for like a burn and you're like, what? How does that work so well? And so our eyes and we get opened up into this whole new realm. And of course you want to share it. So if you are someone who is interested in getting your oils paid for each month and you're wanting to share the oils, I definitely recommend that you come to our Saturday weekly class. And we have at 10 a.m. and there's a slide at the end of this. You guys can take a screenshot of it and come to that. And you can learn more about the business opportunity and how we do what we do, why we do what we do. It's really fun. Our team is so fun. I love our team. I love all of our business partners. It's very special. It is very unique. So if you are that natural person who just wants to share with everybody, join. And then there are those of us who have, we've lost an income and we need to replace an income. And we want to empower others with just this education, and meanwhile making a great income from it, and or replacing the income. Some of us have to, this has become our sole income. And so doTERRA has a very generous compensation plan, you guys. It has majorly and beautifully and wonderfully impacted our family in such a great way. And so if you are interested in sharing the oils or building a business, maybe it's more casual, maybe it's more structured, come to our business opportunity call on Saturday and we'll kind of go through all of it and give you a little bit better grid as to what it takes to build this business. So why doTERRA and why now? Obviously, we're seeing a need for alternative income, and it's never been greater. I have so many friends and family who have lost their jobs over the last 6 months because of our pandemic, and they are scrounging and trying to figure out how to make ends meet and have kids and have to homeschool kids, and also maybe they have a full-time job, but they have kids at home now, and so they can't work full-time. So I have heard all the stories, you guys, and I just know, like, in my heart that because doTERRA is thriving, that we have so much to offer the world financially as well. And so doTERRA itself is a thriving business. And of course, like, people are wanting to take advantage of just, protecting their immune systems and taking a more natural approach to healthcare. So doTERRA specifically is definitely a highlighted company right now because we are such a sound company, and also because people really are turning to natural solutions. So how do you make money? We literally, and just how you guys came here, you were probably sampled by somebody, I sampled you, or somebody else sampled you, and we've taught you how to use the oils. You came to a class and learned how. You set up your first order, you set up a wholesale account, and now you're in our continuing ed. This is just how we do it. This is how we replicate it, and we'll continue to pass the baton down, and the ripple effect is really beautiful, and it's so fun. And the income potential, you guys, these are real numbers, and I think it's so, our community specifically, like our group, our team, or our organization, those are just like our business lingo, is really unique because we are dreamers, and because of that, we really strive to hit these incredible, these ranks in doTERRA, and they're very lucrative is what I'm trying to say. It's amazing, and it's such a financial blessing, and really, like, the sky's the limit in this business. And so you can start out as an elite making, $300 to $400 a month, and then from there you can, go up to Premier and make close to $1,000 a month. And yes, it might take like 6 months, and these numbers at the bottom are the months that it might take, but going all the way up to Platinum, making $9,400 a month. And it's going to take a few years to get there for sure. But what you're building is residual income, and you're building something that has just so much life in it, and you get to build it from anywhere in the world. You can be on vacation, or you can be homeschooling your kids. You can be wherever you need to be and be building your business from home. So these numbers are substantial, and sometimes people are like shocked by them, but they're real. On up to Presidential Diamond, which these averages, the average Presidential Diamond makes $104,000 a month. This is not a year, this is a month. And so really, sky's the limit. The amount of time that you have to put into this is the amount of time that it will take you to build your business. And so really, sky's the limit. You get to set the boundaries on what that is. And some people have 40 hours a week to put into this, and so they're going to rank advance quicker. So just like anything, if you're focused and structured, you will rank advance pretty quickly. So those are some fun numbers to look at. How much time is involved? 3 to 5 hours a week if you're wanting just to casually share oils and have your oils paid for. If you're wanting to supplement your income, 5 to 15 hours. And then if you want to replace an income, 15 to 30 hours a week is definitely an average. And of course, that all depends on how structured and focused you are during the week. So this will work for you if you're passionate about just natural products and wanting to live a more natural lifestyle, and of course our oils. If you love people, and if you're good at following a system and getting things done, this will be really easy for you. So the next steps would be to upgrade your account, and that's assuming that you all have an account. If you don't have an account, you're going to set up your first order and start using the oils and just starting to learn how incredible they are, and building just that passion and understanding for them and your own story. That's so important in this business. And then from there, if you're spending 100 PV each month and you start sharing the oils, you'll get paid. You'll start to earn commissions just like that, you guys. It's so awesome. So what you'll do is we'll plug you in, come to our business education on Saturday, and then we'll plug you into all of our business resources and trainings and whatnot. And you start to make a list of the people that you're ready to sample and you want to share the oils and teach. And that's how it all starts. So here's the business opportunity presentation link and the password. Saturdays at 10 a.m. We all take turns teaching these. So you can get, and it's every Saturday right now. So if you can't make this one, come to the next one. All right. And then that is the last. That's our last slide for tonight. Okay, guys. Well, if you have any other questions, let me know. Okay, let's see. You guys, if you do, those of you who are still on, if you have questions, please feel free to unmute yourself. Oh my gosh, it's already 7. That hour went by fast. It always does. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and thank you. And we will see you guys next week. See ya.
Thank you. Take care.
If you do have any questions, reach out to the person who invited you.
Thanks a lot. You were great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gracie.
See you guys.